Hello everyone. On my last video at the end I mentioned something called grounding, and I just want to give you a little overview as to what I mean by this and a couple of different strategies that you can use to help ground yourself. What I mean by grounding ourselves is quite often we can become so overwhelmed with all these different thoughts racing in our heads that we forget to be in the moment. And this can often lead us to feel stressed, flustered, overwhelmed. So what grounding is it just reconnects us to the earth around us and brings us back to reality and the present moment. Okay. And this can be done in different ways, depending on your own personal preference. So one very common way that is taught in therapies and mindfulness is based on the senses. So it's taking yourself for a moment and noticing 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can feel, touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. It takes you back to what's going on around you, brings you back to the moment and takes you out of your headspace. Now, a way I personally like to do it is slightly different. It works with my imagination quite well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my chair in a moment and stand back so I can show you what I'm doing and just talk you through it. Now, to do this, what I do is I imagine I'm a tree. I stand with my feet firmly planted on the ground, and I imagine at my head there's all my leaves and my branches, my body being the trunk, and my feet connecting to the ground and roots coming from them to reconnect me to Mother Earth and connect me to the present moment, making me feel calm and grounded and centred. So that is what I'm going to show you now. So bear with me a moment whilst I get up. So what I do is I just stand, and I have maybe my feet slightly apart, maybe shoulder width apart, and just centre myself. If for mobility issues you're unable to stand, you may like to do this from the chair that you're sat in, or I've even done it when I've been laying down before, imagining the same process taking place. So you get yourself nice and centred, and you begin to take some nice deep breaths. Breathing in, and breathing slowly out. Allowing the out breath to be longer than the in breath, because this helps with the exchange between the oxygen and carbon dioxide in the body and makes you feel nice and relaxed. So you just take those nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Obviously adapt it to your breathing and to your needs. Just make sure you relax your shoulders down and get in a nice comfortable straight posture. And as you take those nice deep breaths, you imagine them running down through your body all the way down to your feet, which are firmly planted and connected into the ground. And you might like to do this with your eyes open or closed. You simply imagine some strong, sturdy roots coming out from the soles of your feet, moving further and further into the ground. And the further down they go, the more relaxed you feel, the more grounded and centred you become, the more calm, peaceful, relaxed you feel, and the more connected in the moment you are. And you simply allow these roots to go all the way down to the Earth's magnetic core, and just allow them to soak up that lovely grounding energy, allowing you to feel still, calm, centred and relaxed. Allowing that to come up through the soles of your feet, moving up through the body, up through the legs higher and higher, up to the stomach, and all the way to your heart, where it just settles and rests, allowing you to feel really calm, really grounded and really connected. And that's just a really quick, easy activity to slow yourself down and to bring you back into the moment. I've done that so often now, I quite often feel that my feet are stuck to the ground once I've done it because I feel so centred and so relaxed. I just simply pick them up and give them a shake off and they go back to normal. That technique's really helpful because it looks at your body's physiology. By slowing your breathing down and making sure you've got those longer out breaths, that tells your mind that you can relax, that everything's fine, and it ensures your body's getting all of the supply of oxygen and nutrients it needs. By altering your posture, making sure perhaps you relax your jaw slightly because most people hold a lot of tension in the jaw, by relaxing shoulders down and standing in a straight but comfortable posture, shifting your body weight around so that there's no pockets of tension. They're all indicators to tell your mind that it can relax, there's nothing to worry about, and it can simply enjoy the process of grounding and being in the moment. And then by making that positive visualization in your mind, it just helps you to connect. It gets your mind focusing on something that you're doing in the here and now, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I've got 50 jobs that I need to get done today. I use that very often. It's very easy to do, and I can do it without anybody really noticing I'm doing it as well, because all I need to do is stand or sit for a moment just to recenter myself in the here and now. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care. Bye bye.